Welcome to the Golf Summer Series race number 5. Tonight we're here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the Denny's 400. A great crowd on hand here at Myrtle Beach Speedway to see 35 drivers go short track racing here again this season. Before we get underway, let's take a look at our starting lineup. On the pole we have Ryan Benjamin and next to him Sean Ard. Row 2, Nick Sant and Cody Boggs. Row 3, Dan Mattiello and Braden Carruthers. Row 4, Nargan Scott and Aiden Thomas. Row 5, Mountain Dew Fan for Life and Dominic Payment. Row 6, Lipsy and Its Movement. Row 7, Bradley Ream and Jason Albert. Row 8, Devin Payment and Alexander Jones. Row 9, Johnny Hernandez and Adam Bowden. Row 10, Carter Ward and Random J. Row 11, Kellan Baker and Dan DJ. Row 12, Brendan Beal and Hoodwum. Row 13, Richard Herman and Owen Miles. Row 14, HS and Jake Fromm. Row 15, Jimmy and Slayer PK42. Row 16, Keyshawn Richardson and Lucas Armario. Row 17, Jordan Scout and Sabretooth. And starting last tonight is Ryan Wilson. And now for the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Let's take a look at the track info here for tonight. So we're going to go 80 laps around this 0.6 mile long short track, 13 degrees of banking in the turns. And the weather here tonight at Myrtle Beach is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, with 13 mile per hour wind towards the southwest. Race car already down pit road. Fans on their feet here for what should be a great race here at Myrtle Beach. And here we go, the Denny's 400 is underway. Great start there for the 19 Sean Ard as he rockets to the lead, lap number 2 of 80 this time by. Cody Boggs trying everything he can to get a run on the 19 here, going into turn 3 and into 4. Field mostly starting to get single file here. It's a 69 and 17 battle for positions there. 55 and 86 battle in there. Mountain Dew Fan for Life now trying to pass your current points with Its Movement in 20. Both drivers did very well at our last short track race at Martinsville. Meanwhile, back to the lead here, Sean Ard continues to lead the way with Cody Boggs and Ryan Benjamin behind him. Sean Ard came to this race last in points. He wrecked out last time at Old Spice Speedway. Obviously needs a great run here at Myrtle Beach to save his season. A little history at Myrtle Beach Speedway. It opened back in 1958. Actually held Cup Series and Xfinity Series at one point, and also as well as various modified and local races. However, unfortunately, in 2020, the Speedway announced it would be its final season and it would close by August, so very unfortunate circumstances there for Myrtle Beach. Really wanted to see a race there in person one day, but for now, this track is history. Lap number 10 of 80 here. Field already single file mostly here. As you saw at Nazareth earlier this season, running the outside lane could really kill your run. Pretty much gotta stay committed to the inside lane the entire time. Cody Boggs in second, trying to get a good run there in the 7 car. Didn't really do too well last week at Old Spice. Cody Boggs came in this race 34th in points. So both the leaders, not even in the top 30 in points, which is kind of interesting. Ryan Benjamin, meanwhile, he's second in points. Going into this race, he trails movement by 6 points. Behind him is Rating Carruthers in 4th. He's 8th in points coming into this race. 16 back for movement. Kind of fitting. Then you got Nick Sand in the 40 car trying to get a good run this season. He's currently 29th in points. Had a good run at Nazareth, but not so much for the other races this season. Aiden Thomas in 6th. He's currently 18th in points. Best finish for him this season so far was the 2nd place at Armory Digital. Dan Mattiello in 7th. He came into this race 6th in points. So far a pretty good season there for the 17th. Dominic Payman in 8th seems to be doing pretty well at these short tracks. He had a good run at Martinsville, but faded after pit stops. The 55 comes in this race 30th in points. Meanwhile, further back in the field, you got Ryan Wilson there, still in last position, and also Jordan Scout. Neither having good seasons so far this year. Then you got Sabretooth coming off a 3rd place finish at Old Spice. Keyshawn Richardson, your winner from Old Spice, back here as well. Lucas Amari also back here. 2 of your winners so far in the Golf Summer Series, deep in the field. Jimmy also running deep in the field, the 61, the 82. Richard Herman back in the field there too. He came in this race 4th in points. Lost the points lead last week at Old Spice after a bad run there. Owen Miles came in this race 20th in points. Brendan Beal came in this race 27th. Hoodwum came in this 19th. Kellan Baker, a winner from Martinsville, was one of the favorites going into this race, but hasn't been doing too high here so far tonight. 22nd currently in the running order. Dan DJ in 21st. Carter Boyd in 20th, trying to pass Random J in 19th. Has been mostly kind of quiet this season so far. Johnny Hernandez up to 18th, has been one of the more consistent drivers this season. He gave in his race 9th in points. Adam Bowden in the 83, 28th in points. put on his Devon payment, 25th in points currently. Then you got Bradley Reed with the 22, running 14th right now. Lipsy in 13th. Maldu Fan for Life in 12th. Not too bad of a run there for him. Jason Albert in 11th. Movement in 10th, the current points leader. Doggett Scott in 9th. And Mattiello there, like I mentioned, he's in the top, he's in 7th. Aiden Thomas in 6th. Nick Sain in 5th. Brandon Carruthers in 4th. Ryan Benjamin in 3rd. Cody Boggs in 2nd. And Sean Ard still leads the field here at Myrtle Beach. And now I think it's the perfect time to go Golf Summer Series, crank it up. We're just past halfway here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Sean Ard has led every single lap here so far. Running order still mostly the same here. Everyone else single file and spread apart. Pit stop cycles are around the 45 lap-ish range, so expect some green flag pit stops here very shortly. as we complete lap number 44 of 80. Start seeing pit stops here very shortly. Is Sean Arter coming? Yes, he is. Sean Arter coming in. Looks like he's the only car in so far. Now, the past 2 weeks, we saw various pit road strategies with the leader. At Nazareth, we saw pitting after the leader was the best strategy. And at Old Spice, we saw pitting before the leader was the best strategy. But now we're seeing the leader pitting before anybody else here. See if that will be the effective strategy. Meanwhile, Cody Boggs for the lead here. First time he's been up front since Armory Digital. And so far, it looks like everyone's still staying out on the track. Lap number 48 of 80 this time by. As I say that, comes Cody Boggs. 72 of Ryan Benjamin and other leaders coming in here on pit road. Brady Carruthers will claim the lead here. Lap number 49 of 80. Now Brady Carruthers comes down pit road. Many other cars down pit road. Jimmy in the 48 is now going to assume the lead. Lap number 50 of 80 this time by. Here comes Jimmy now coming down the pit road. Cars now just coming out of pit road, the 24 there and 40 side by side. Oh, the 1403's been on the pit road. Looks like there's not too much damage on either car. We remain green here at Myrtle Beach as pit road cycles continue to persist. Looks like the lead will go back to the 19 to Sean Art as we got a couple pit road penalties here. 66, 24, 95, and 5 all busted for speeding. Tough break there for those guys. Meanwhile, let's take a look what happened between the 14 and 03. 14 was coming off of turn 2 while the 03 was coming off of pit road. Just get into each other, make contact. Just both spin. As we go back to the leader here, and it is Sean Ard in the 19. Behind him is the 55 of Dominic Payment and Cody Boggs in the 7. Braden Carruthers in 4th, and the 69 of Aiden Thomas up to 5th. Remember, Sean was the first driver to pit on pit road here tonight, and the 55 so far has fresher tires. He is actually gaining a little bit on the 19. The 69 is trying to hold off the 80 of Jason Albert there. Ryan Benjamin falls down to 7th, Lipsy to 8th now. Movement to 9th, and Mattiello to 10th. Several point leaders up there having nice runs here tonight. Devin Payment in 11, not too bad of a run there, as his brother Dominic continues to gain on the 19. The 83 of Adam Bowden at 12. Random J to 13th. Brad Ream there in 14th. Argan Scott behind him is in 15th. Mountain Dew Fan for Life in the 03 is a lap down, while Johnny Hernandez is on the lead lap in 16th position. We got quite a few cars not on the lead lap here. 14 of Owen Miles. Richard Herman, 1 lap down. That's going to be huge in the points. Keyshawn Richardson, Mountain Dew Fan for Life. Jordan Scout, Sabretooth, and Carter Board. All at least 1 lap down. Johnny Hernandez trying to get by the lap car, Mountain Dew Fan for Life. Dan DJ behind him in the 17th position. Behind him is his teammate, Jake from State Farm, in 18th. Kellan Baker up to 19th. Slayer to 20th, Jimmy to 21st. He was one of the last cars to pit during the green flag cycles. Nick Sant down to 22nd. Wow. Was in the top 5 before cycles, but now almost fallen below the top 20. Definitely a disappointing day there for the 40 car. Brendan Beal in 23rd, Odwin to 24th, Ryan Wilson up to 25th. And Lucas Amario, your winner from Nazareth in 26. As I mentioned, Richard Herman is one of your lap cars. And going in this race, like I said, he was in the top 5 in points, so it's going to really impact him in points. HS in 28th. He's currently the last car on the lead lap. Carter Boyd's currently in last place. Jordan Scout in 33rd. And Sean Arden trying to get by this lap traffic. He's got passed by the 24 and 66. This is going to really hold up the 55. The 55 is gaining on that 19 in these past couple laps. Dominic trying everything he can to get a run off that 66. He is losing time a little bit there as the 66 goes up to the outside. Goes back in the line. Seven laps to go. Sean Ard also trying to get redemption after Barnesville. Actually was in the top 5 during the latter part of the race, but had to pit. Six laps to go now. Dominic went from being 0.3 of a second behind the 19 It's now half a second behind the 19. Probably not the happiest right now as we have 5 laps to go. Four laps to go. Sean Ard continuing to hold his ground. Only 3 laps to go. Two laps to go now. Dominic continues to lose time on that 19 as this time by white flag in the air. One more lap to go here for Myrtle Beach. Going into turns number 1 and 2 for the final time. Sean Ard continues to pull away. From last in points to victory lane. Checkered flag, Sean Ard, your winner here from Myrtle Beach. Congratulations to Sean Ard and the Baker Racing Team. They are your winners here for the Denny's 400. The Baker Racing Team is also the first 2-time winner here in the Golf Summer Series, so congrats to them for that. But now, let's take a look at your finishing results. So here's your top 10. Here's Sean Ard finishes first. What, 75 laps here today, maximum points there for the 19. Dominic Payment comes home second for his best finish of the year. Cody Boggs comes home third. Braden Carruthers comes home fourth. Aiden Thomas fifth. Jason Albert sixth. Ryan Benjamin in seventh. Lipsy comes home eighth. Ninth is Movement, and running off the top 10 is Dan Mattiello in 17. And now for the top 10 in points. It's Movement, Ryan Benjamin still your top 2. Braden Carruthers is now up to 3rd. Dan Mattiello to 4th. Kellan Baker down to 5th. Lipsy up to 6th. Jason Albert up to 7th. 8th is Johnny Hernandez. Richard Herman down to 9th. Wow. Went from 1st to 4th and now to 9th. Just crazy. And HS rounds off your top 10 in points. Definitely a big shakeup here in the points. So next up, the big bad Talladega Super Speedway for the Geico 500. It's also our first crown jewel event of the year. That'll be on this channel this weekend, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you all for watching this race. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.